Hello everyone, Schooner 007 here bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game we have the 4-0 Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the 3-2 San Diego Padres. And here is the starting lineup for the LA Dodgers. Leading off, the shortstop, Rafael Foucault. Batting second, the catcher, Russell Martin. Batting third, the first baseman, James Loney. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the second baseman, Jeff Kent. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Andrew Ether. Batting sixth, the center fielder, Andrew Jones. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Juan Perry. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Blake DeWitt. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Brad Penny. On the mound for the Padres, it is Jake Peavy. ERA coming into this game of 1.29. No wins, no losses, has a 1.29 ERA, 7 innings, 5 hits, 7 strikeouts, no walks. We're here at Petco Park, which gives a +1 to strikeouts. And Rafael steps up into the batter's box, takes a few practice swings, and we are ready to start. He's batting at .412. Here's the pitch. And that is 6-3. 6-3 is a range play. And that is going to be 1-4. That is going to be a double to Giles. Giles' range is on a 1-2. That is a 1, and he makes the play and takes the hit away. Russell Martin up, batting a .313. Here's the pitch. To Martin, 6-6. 6-6 is a strikeout. That is an 8. That is a 6. Struck him out. Next up, James Loney. Loney batting a .333. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 5-2. That is a strikeout plus. We're going to add 11 to that. That is an 18. That is a 6. He struck him out looking. So the Padres retired the Dodgers in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the first. And here is the starting lineup for the San Diego Padres. Leading off, the right fielder, Brian Giles. Batting second, the second baseman, Tadahoti Iguchi. Batting third, the first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the third baseman, Kevin Kuzminoff. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Jim Edmonds. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Kali Green. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Scott Hairston. Batting eighth, the catcher, Josh Broad. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Jake Peavy. On the mound for the Dodgers, it is Brad Penny. Penny, 7 innings, no wins, no losses so far in this replay, no ERA. 7.17 innings, allowed 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. And we are ready to start. Here's the pitch to Brian Giles, who's batting a .176. And that is going to be a 4-5. 4-5 is a strike. That's a 5. The 7 is too high. 4-2, ground ball to second. That's going to go to Kent. Kent making it, flipping it over to Loney for out number 1. Iguchi up. He's batting a .474. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 4-3. 4-3. Home run. That's a 3. The 14 too high. 5-1. Double star 2. Ground ball to third to DeWitt for out number 2. Here next up is Adrian Gonzalez batting a .263. Here's the pitch. Gonzalez 2-3. 2-3 is a strikeout. That's a 12. That's an 8. Struck him out. So the Dodgers return the favor. No runs, no hits, no errors. Easy first inning to score for both teams. After one, score tied at 0. We go to the top of the second. It's Jeff, Andre, and Andrew due up for the Dodgers. Jeff Kent batting a .267. Here's the pitch. Kent 2-6. 2-6, double question mark. Double star and a 1-20. That's going to be a ground ball to first. Gonzalez making the easy out there. Ether up. Ether is batting a .308. Here's the pitch. 3-1. At the ballpark, we're going to go to Petco Park for this play. We'll go into the ballpark card. 5-5. Fly ball to Hairston for out number 2, and that's going to bring up Andrew Jones. Jones batting a .154. Here's the pitch. 1-2. That is going to be a strikeout. That's an 18. That's an 11. Struck him out. So once again, the Padres retired the Dodgers in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Kevin, Jim, and Kali due up for the Friars. Kevin Kuzminoff batting a .158. Here's the pitch. 6-5 at the ballpark. So we're going to check Petco Park's card for this play. And that is going to be 2-4. Ground ball to third for out number 1. Jim Edmonds up. Edmonds, first time we're seeing him in this replay. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 1-3. 1-3 is a walk plus. We add 10 to that. That's a 25. 18 on the D20. And that is a walk for Jim. They walk him. So the Padres have a runner on first. Infield coming into double play depth. Strategy roll is a 10 as Kylie Green comes up. Here's the pitch to Green. Green batting a .250. And that is going to be 3-6. 3-6 is a walk. That's a 5. And a 6 is just a tad too high. 4-6. Fly ball to Jones for out number 2. That is a steal. Edmonds' stealing base rating is a 10. That is his left. So that's going to be a +1. So that's going to be an 11. Nothing from Martin. So an 11 or less. And that is a 10. That is a 10 on that. So with that, it is a 1 base error. He goes to second. Now, we're going to check the error rating. We have a 5. That is going to be a throwing error. And with that, Edmonds on a throwing error as the ball gets by second. So it gets by Kent. Edmonds now in scoring position for the Padres. Here's the pitch to Scott Hairston. Hairston batting a .278. And that's going to be 6-4. 6-4. Home run on a 13. That's a 10. And that ball is out of here. 2-run home run from Scott Hairston to put the Padres up 2-0. In the bottom of the second, that ball's going back to the warehouse. And he hits that into the warehouse decks over there. So the Padres, 2-run home run from Scott Hairston. That's going to bring up Josh Brad. Josh Brad batting a 111. Here's the pitch. 1-1. Possible error on a ground ball. And that's going to be 1-6. That's going to be a fly ball to Jones for out number 3. That retires the side. And 2 runs, 1 hit, 1. So that retires the side. 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 error. And after 2, it's Padres 2, Dodgers nothing. We go to the top of the 3rd. It's Juan, Blake, and Brad due up for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch to Juan Perry. Perry, first time we're seeing him in this replay. 5-3. 5-3 is a blank. And that is going to be a 1-5. That is a ground ball to second to Iguchi for out number 1. Blake DeWitt batting a 214. Here's the pitch to DeWitt. And that's going to be for 4. 4-4. Excuse me. 4-4. Strikeout. That's a 10. That's a 6. And he struck him out. All right, Brad Penny up. Here's the pitch to the pitcher. First time Brad Penny's coming up to play. 6-5, double star, fly ball to Edmonds. And that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors. Easy inning to score for the Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's Jake, Brian, and Iguchi due up for the Padres. All right, here's the pitch to Jake. And that is going to be 3-4. That's going to be a wild pitch. We're going to re-roll that. And that's going to be 1-2. 1-2, that's going to be a strikeout. That's a 13. The 19 is too high. 3-5. That is a line drive back to the pitcher. Penny gets that, tosses it over to Looney for out number 1. Top of the order, here's Brian Giles. Giles 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 6-5. 6-5. We go to Petco Park. We're going to check the ballpark card on this one. 6-6. Ground ball to DeWitt for out number 2. Iguchi is up. Here's the pitch to Iguchi. He's 0 for 1 on the day. And that is going to be 5-2. 5-2. Error on a possible throw. 1-1. Single to Perry. Error rating is on a 2, 1-2. That is an 18. It's a throwing error only applicable if rolling for a runner advancement. Otherwise, no error there. And Iguchi gets on with a single. 2 outs, runner on first, and that's going to bring up Adrian Gonzalez. Gonzalez with a 3. That is a 1. That's going to be a steal. That is an 18. Nothing from Martin. Iguchi's right, so we're going to add +1. So that's going to be a 19. No, that's an 18. Iguchi's right. That's a 0 there. So that's an 11. He advances. And with that, so Iguchi's still second. And here's the pitch to Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 5-2. That is going to be a possible error on a throw. 1-1. Ground ball to Loney. Error rating is a 10. Loney's error range is on a 1-6. That's a 10. No error there. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 3, it's Padres 2, Dodgers nothing. We go to the top of the fourth. It's Rafael, Russell, and James due up for the Dodgers. Top of the order, here's Rafael. 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 5-6. Possible error on a throw. 1-2. Single to Iguchi. Error rating is on a 2. That is a 0. No error there. Infield single, even if no error. One base, all runners. So with that, Rafael gets on with leads off with a single. So Steele comes up, and Rafael, that's a 17. So it's a +1, +1. That's going to be a +2. That's a 12 or 17 or less. Rolls a 12, and he gets to second. So Rafael still second. Russell Martin up. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Struck out his last time up. Infield at double play depth. And that's going to be 5-5. 5-5. Strikeout plus. We add 11. 18. That's a 7. Struck him out looking. Struck him out. Next up, James Loney. Loney 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Strategy roll 16. 1 out. Infield at double play depth. Here's the pitch. 4-5. Wild pitch and a 6. That is a wild pitch. And it happens to be just a bit outside. And here's the... That is going to be 5-6. 5-6 is a double past Hairston. And the Dodgers get on the board now. Runner on second. 1 run scored. Rafael comes home. So runner on second. Here's the pitch to Jeff Kent. Kent 0 for 1. And that is going to be 4-3 at the ballpark. 4-3, ?9. Power hit to Giles. That is a 9. And that is a failed home run check on a 7-13. So it's going to be a fly ball out. Loney stays. Here is Andre Ether. Ether is 0 for 1. Strategy roll 16. 2 outs. Runner on second. The pitch. And that's going to be 1-4. That's going to be a single. Loney's going to come home and score on a 1-6. And the Dodgers tie this game up. All right, next up, Andrew Jones. Jones 0 for 1. Struck out his last time up. Strategy roll 13. The pitch. And that's going to be 3-3. That's going to be a walk. Plus, that's a 24. That's a 6. They walk him. All right, the Dodgers with runners on first and second, 2 outs, and Juan Perry comes up to bat. He's 0 for 1. Strategy roll 19. The pitch. 1-1. Wild pitch on a 10. That is a wild pitch. So wild pitch on that, and that is going to bring, and Juan Perry, here's the pitch. That is going to be 5-4. 5-4 is a ground ball back to the pitcher. And that retires the side. So the Dodgers leave 2 stranded. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's going to be Kevin, Jim, and Kali due up for the Friars. Here's the pitch to Kevin. Kevin 0 for 1 on the day, 5-6. That's going to be a walk plus. That's a 14. The 17 is too high. 1-4. That is going to be a single. That is a single past Kent. And Jim Edmonds is up. Edmonds walked and has a walk and a run scored. Strategy roll 19, so they're going to hold off on strat. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be a 5-5. That's going to be a strikeout. That's a 12. That's a 12. And they struck him out. 1 out, infield still at double play depth as Kali Green comes up. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Strategy roll 17. Here's the pitch. That is going to be 3-4. 3-4 is a wild pitch. That is a 20. Nothing happens. That is going to be 2-4. That is a power hit past Perry. Question mark 7 on a 20. That is a fly ball to Perry. So Kuzmanov left stranded on first right now as Scott Hairston comes up. He's 1 for 1 with a home run, 2 RBIs. Strategy roll 5. Infield at normal depth. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 4-5. That is going to be a walk. That's a 13. That's a 2, and they walk them. So runners on first and second, and that's going to bring up Josh Broad. Here's the pitch. He's 0 for 1. And that is going to be 4-5 as well. That is going to be a strikeout. That's a 7. That is a 1. And they struck him out. So the Padres leave 2 stranded. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 4, the score tied at 2. We go to the top of the 5th. It's Blake, Brad, and Raphael due up for the Dodgers. Blake DeWitt 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 5-2. That's going to be a strikeout plus. That's a 20. That's a 17. Struck him out. Brad Penny 0 for 1 on the day. Here's the pitch. 3-2 blank. 2-3 double star 4. Ground ball to third. Out number 1. Out number 2 actually. Rafael Foucault, who's 1 for 2 with a run scored. Here's the pitch. 6-1. That's a walk. That's a 16. That's a 13, and they walk him. And here's Russell Martin. Martin is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Struck out his last 2 times up at bat. Strategy rolls a 15, by the way. 1-1. Wild pitch on a 7. That is a wild pitch. And Rafael goes to second. And here's the... That's going to be 1-3. And that is going to be a single past third. And that puts runners on the corners, third and first. James Aloney comes up to bat. James Loney is 1 for 2 with a double strikeout, a run, and an RBI. Here's the pitch. 2-4. Possible error on a ground ball. 2-6. Fly ball to Edmonds. And that retires the side. So the Dodgers leave 2 stranded. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's going to be Jake, Brian, and Iguchi due up for the Padres. All right, Jake Pevy 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 3-2. That's going to be a blank. 4-5. Double star 5. Fly ball out there to Jones. Out number 1. Brian Giles 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 3-6. That's going to be a walk. That's a 14. The 17 too high. 1-1. Single. Past the shortstop. And that is going to get Giles on. 1 out, runner on first. Strategy rolls a 17. Iguchi up. Iguchi's 1 for 2 on the day. Infield at double play depth. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 4-3. 4-3 home run. That's a 3. The 15 is too high. 2-6. Double star 6. Fly ball out there to Ether for out number 2. Giles gets the hole to stay. And here is Gonzalez, who's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. Strategy rolls a 7. The pitch. 6-1. Hit by pitch. That's going to be a 5. The 14 is too high, as Brad Penny does a -2 to hit by pitch. 4-3. That is going to be a double past Perry. And Giles will come around to score on that. That is a 3. His base run is a 4. For the double out there to Perry, it's a -1. So that's where we get the 4. And with that, the Padres take a 1-run lead here in the 5th. Next up, it's going to be Kevin Kuzminoff. $13 on the strategy dice. So the Padres are holding off on strat. Here's the pitch to Kuzminoff. 6-3. That's going to be a strike. That's a 12. That's a 1. Struck him out. So that retires the side. 1 run. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. After 5, it's it's the Padres 3, Dodgers 2. We go to the top of the 6th. It's Jeff, Andrew, and Andrew due up for the Dodgers. Jake Perry can face 5 more batters. His pull rating is down to a 3. Here's Jeff Kent. Kent is 0 for 2 on the day. And that's going to be 1-4. That is going to be a walk. That's a 6. That is a 1. And they lead off with walking Jeff Kent. Andre Ether, who's 1 for 2 with an RBI. Strategy rolls 18. Infield at double play depth. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 3-3. That's going to be a walk plus. We add 10. That's a 22. That is a 7. And they walk him. All right, so he's walked the last 2 batters. Here's Andrew Jones. Infield still at double play depth. Strategy rolls a 16. The pitch. 4-5. That is a wild pitch. That's a 14. That is a wild pitch. So the runners advance 90 feet. Runner now in score. Tying run on third. The go-ahead run at second. Here's the pitch to Jones. Jones 1-3, double star 1, ground ball to third. No, I'm sorry, ground ball to second. And is he going to try to score? No, he is not. So the out is at first. 1 out, Runners on first and second. Runners on second and third. And that is going to bring up Juan Perry. So infield at normal depth. Strategy rolls a 3. Here's the pitch. 2-2. That's going to be a walk. That's a 6. The 8 is too high. 4-1. Ground ball to short. And is he going to try to score this time? No. They're going to hold him. They're going to hold him. The out at first. And that is 2 away. And next up, it's going to be Blake DeWitt. DeWitt is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Strategy rolls a 4. Here's the pitch. 2-6, question mark, single on a 1. The 8, too high. 2-4, ground ball to first. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors as the Dodgers leave 2 stranded. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's going to be Jim Edmonds, Collie Green, and Scott Hairston due up for the Friars. Jim Edmonds, 0 for 1 with a walk, a strikeout, and a run scored. Here's the pitch. Brad Penny can face 3 more batters before he is tired, and that is going to be 4-5. That's going to be a strikeout. That's a 12. The 16 is too high. 4-4, ground ball to second for out number 1, Collie Green up. Green 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be 5-2. 5-2, possible error on a throw. And that's going to be 1-1. That is a power hit to Jones. Question mark 8. On a 2, that is going to be a single. Jones having to go all the way back to the warning track to make that, to chase that ball down. No error there on a 2. That is a 9. Jones has a 2. That's a 9. So no error there. So 1 run, runner on first. And here comes Scott Hairston. Hairston, 1 for 1 with a home run, a walk, a run, 2 RBIs. Strategy roll 15, infield at double play depth. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be 4-5. 4-5 is a walk. That's a 13. That is an 8, and they walk them. So Brad Penny now tired. And that is going to bring up Josh Brad. Brad is 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. Infield at normal depth, 4-2. That is going to be a strikeout. That's a 7. The 9 too high. 3-1. Ground ball to third. Hit right at third base. Will the defense try for the force out at third or the double play at second to first? They're going to go for the double play. So the double play is a 1. That is a 1. So Green will go to third. And they got the double play. And that retires the side. No runs, 2 hits. No runs, 1 hit, 2 errors. And the Padres leave 1 stranded. We go after 6. It's Padres 3, Dodgers 2. We go to the top of the 7th. It's going to be Brad Penny, Rafael Foucault, and Russell Martin due up for the Dodgers. Jake Perry now tired. They are going to retire. They are going to pull him after 6 innings. So Perry is going to come out. And they are going to bring in They're going to bring in Michael Ekstrom. Ekstrom in this replay has gone 2 innings pitched and only had 1 strikeout, no hits and no walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Jake Perry. He went 6 innings, allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts, 4 wild pitches, an ERA of 2.08. So Brad Penny not going to take the hit here. They are going to bring in a pinch hitter, and it's going to be Normel. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name there. Garapapa. So they're going to bring in Normer to pitch. First time we're seeing him in this replay. 6'5", strikeout 4. That is a 4. That is in range, and they struck him out. We go to the top of the order. Here's Rafael Foucault, who's 1 for 2 with a walk and a run. And that is going to be 5-4. 5-4 is a strike. That is an 8. That is an 11. The 11 is too high. 3-3. Fly ball to Edmonds for out number 2. Russell Martin. Martin 1 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts. Here's the pitch. 5-6. Blank. 5-3. And that is a ground ball to Green. Sing, take me out to the ball game. All right, and with that, so we have a right, left, right coming up. So they're going to bring in Raymond to pitch. Sure. First time we're seeing him in this replay. He has 1 win, 1 loss, a 4.26 ERA, 38 innings pitched, allowed 37 hits, 38 strikeouts, and 11 walks. Mike Exton is not going to take this hit. But we do go to the bottom of the 7th. It's no runs, no hits, no errors for the Dodgers. An easy inning to score there. Mike Exton not taking this hit. They're going to bring in Justin Huber to take the hit as we go to the bottom of the 7th. First of all, let's take a look at the stats for Brad Penny. He went 6 innings as well, allowed 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, 1 home run. ERA of 2.08. Brad and Jake perfectly matched in this game today. They were trading ERAs, evenly matched. But now let's take a look at the box score after 6.5 innings have been played. San Diego coming out to an easy lead in the 2nd inning. Dodgers came back in the 4th inning to tie the game up, and San Diego came back in the 5th to take the lead by a run. So the Padres have 3 runs on 6 hits. The Dodgers have 2 runs on 4 hits and 1 error throughout this game so far. But as we know, no lead is safe in inside pitch. Here's Justin Huber. First time we're seeing him up. It's going to be Huber, Giles, and Iguchi due up for the Friars. And that is going to be 5-3. 5-3 leads off with a walk. That is a 5. That is a 4. And they walk them. So we go to the top of the order. Here's Brian Giles, who's 1 for 3 with a run scored. The pitch strategy roll is a 12 infield at double play depth. And that's going to be 1-3. 1-3. That is a walk. 14, 16, too high. If it is a split like this, you look at what side, if it's a left or a right-handed batter, and that'll tell you the result there. 1-3, ground ball to Loney, and that is a 6. Roll of a 6, the play is at first. So with that, Huber will go to second, and the out is at first. So Huber on second, Iguchi out, 1 away, runner on second. Strategy rolls at 11. Infield at normal depth. Here's the pitch to Iguchi. He's 1 for 3 on the day. And that's going to be 3-1. 3-1, strikeout plus. We add 10 to that. That's a 21. That is a 20. And he struck him out looking. 2 away. And here's Adrian Gonzalez. Gonzalez is 1 for 3 on the day with with a double, a strikeout, and an RBI. Strategy rolls a 2. And that is going to be 4-1. That's going to be a walk. The 10 has a 14. The 14 is too high. 1-1. Ground ball to first. And that retires the side. They are now in a save situation here for the Dodgers. No, the Padres are in a save situation. So they're going to try to set up the save as we go to the top of the 8th. And they're going to bring in Clara Meredith to set this up. So Meredith is going to be the new pitcher. Let's take a look here. He has 1 inning pitched, allowed 1 hit and 1 strikeout. He's 0 for 3 in his stats, on his regular stats. So no wins, no losses right now in the current replay and no saves. So that, and they're going to make some changes to the lineup here as well. Giles at right field is going to come out. And they're going to bring in Edgar V. Gonzalez to take over at right field. Kuzminov is going to come out as well. So Kuzminov, the third baseman, and they're going to bring in Chase Headley to take over at third. Everyone else is going to stay where they are. So that's the changes made right now to the lineup there. So he's going to have to face Loney, Kent, and Ether in the top half of the sitting. No runs, no hits, no errors after 7. It's Padres 3, Dodgers 2. That's the lineup changes that the Padres have made. The defensive changes. So 4-1 range play. We'll see if that was good. 5-3 fly ball to Edmonds. Edmonds going back for it. His range is on a 1-3. That is a 3. And he takes the hit away. 1 away, and that's going to bring up Jeff Kent. Kent is 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. Here's the pitch. 2-5. Strikeout plus. At 11, that's a 16. That's a 12. And they struck him out. Next up is Andre Ether. Ether is 1 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. The pitch to Ether, 1-3. That is a walk. That's a 12. It's a 12. That is a 2, and they walk him. So 1 gets on, and here's Andrew Jones. Jones is 0 for 2 on the day with a walk and a strikeout. And that is going to be 4-4. That is an error and a possible throw. 1-4, single, past third. Error rating is a 0. That is an 8. No error there. Ether getting the hold sign as Juan Perry comes up to bat. So we have a pickoff attempt here on a 1 through 7. It's a pickoff. On a 8 through 14, it's a pickoff error. That is a 3, and they pick him off. And they got Ether. They picked him off. He took a little bit too many steps away, did not get back to the bag in time. So the Dodgers leave, one stranded, no runs, one hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's Chase, Jim, and Kali due up for the Dodgers. So the Dodgers are also going to make a couple line changes here. Changes to their line. Jeff Kent, the second baseman, they're going to bring in Chin Ling Hu to take over at second base. Everyone else is going to stay. They're going to make that changes there. Raymond can face one more batter before he is tired. They are going to pull him. So they're pulling him. It's a switch left coming up. So who do they call? It's not the Ghostbusters. Corey Wade is going to come in to pitch. Nope. Corey Wade. I think this is the first time we're seeing him. Nope. He's pitched 2 innings and allowed 2 hits, no strikeouts, and no walks. Let's take a look at the stats here for Raymond. He went 1 inning and allowed 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. And Mike Ekstrom also went 1 inning, had 1 strikeout with that. So with that, it's going to bring up Chase Hadley. He's going to have to face off against Chase Hadley, Jim Edmonds, and Kali Green. Chase Hadley, here's the pitch. Now he's a switch hitter. First time we're seeing him in the replay. 4-3. That is a walk. That's an 11. The 10 walked him. Jim Edmonds, 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Strategy rolls a 6. Infield at double play depth. 2-1. Blank. And that is going to be 1-2-3. That is a single to pass Ether. On a single to Ether, Ether is a +2. So Hadley will advance. And the Padres have runners on the corners. Infield going to double play depth. Here's the pitch to Kali Green. Green strategy rolls a 6. Nothing going on with that. And that is going to be 6-4. That is a double star. Ground ball to short. They're going to try to score. Yes. And they're going to try to get the runner out at first. No. So, ground out infield at halfway. No change to the base run on third. Range rating on that. If runner heads for home, if 1d6 higher than the base run rating, out, otherwise safe. That is a 6. His base run rating is a 1. They get him out at home. Edmonds will advance, and Green is on. So they got him out at home on that. Did not get to the plate in time as the umpire calls him out. And Chase Hadley just looks up at the umpire in like disbelief. So 1 away, runners on first and second, infield at double play depth. Scott Hairston up. He's 1 for 2. He's 1 for 1 with a home run, a walk, and RBI. Here's the pitch. 3-4. Blank. No, that is a walk. Sorry, that's a 13. The 14 is too high. 4-5. Ground ball to Foucault. That is going to be a fielder's choice. Edmonds will advance to second. The roll is high, so that's going to be a force out for Greed. And Hairston will get on. Runners now in the corners. 2 outs. All right, here is Josh Brad, who's 0 for 3. The pitch. 1-4. Strikeout plus. That is a 17. That is a 6. And they struck him out. So no runs. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to after 8. It's Padres 3, Dodgers 2. But will we see some 9th inning magic? 2 up for the Dodgers. It's going to be Juan, Blake, and Corey due up. And Juan Perry, that's going to do it for Meredith. They're going to bring in their closer, Trevor Hoffman. Hoffman in a safe situation here. Here's the pitch to Juan Perry, who's 0 for 3. They are not, they're going to pinch hit for Juan Perry. It's going to be Young is going to come in to pinch hit here. They're going to start using their bench now. And that's going to be 4-2. Possible error on a ground ball. 3-6. That is a fly ball to Edmonds for out number 1. Blake DeWitt. Here's the pitch to DeWitt. DeWitt 0 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts. And that is going to be 3-4. 3-4 is a blank. 3-3. Double star 3. Fly ball to Edmonds for out number 2. The Dodgers down to the last out. Corey Wade not going to take this hit here. They're going to bring in Mark Sweeney to take over here. Crowd here at Petco Park on their feet. Not a seat in, no one sitting down. 4-6. Strikeout plus. That's a 25. That's a 1. And they struck him out looking. And that's the game. The San Diego Padres defeat the Los Angeles Dodgers 3-2. Final line score coming right up. So the Padres finally give the Dodgers their first loss of the season, 3-2. The Dodgers 2 runs on 5 hits with 1 error. The Padres 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. Your winning pitcher today is Jake Perry. Brad Penny draws the loss, and Trevor Hoffman gets his 3rd save of the season. Scott Hairston with the only home run in this game. So let us take a look here at the score. So with that, Jake Perry draws the win. He went 6 innings, allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts, and had 4 wild pitches in this game. Has an ERA of a 2.08. Brad Penny draws the loss, so that's his first loss of the season. He went 6 innings, allowed 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, 1 home run, ERA of 2.08 as well. Jake Perry and Brad Penny, they were on par with each other throughout this game. And Trevor Hoffman draws the save. He went 1 inning and only allowed 1 strikeout. Corey Wade, who was the last pitcher for the Dodgers, went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. And same with Clara Meredith, went 1 inning as well, had 1 hit, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. So that's going to do it for us here at Petco Park. And until next time, I'm Scooney007. Well, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And we'll see you next time for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.